Hello, I am Surabhi Mohana of Mechanical Engineering going to introduce you the next topic of advanced manufacturing technology, that is flexible manufacturing system. Flexible manufacturing system is an automatic group technology machine set consisting of a group of processing workstations interconnected by automated material handling and storage system and controlled by distributed computer system. So now we will see what are the content we will discuss here. Introduction to FMS, history of FMS, why FMS is required, basic components of FMS equipment, types of FMS, layout of FMS, flexibility in FMS, application of FMS, advantages, disadvantages, challenges with FMS, conclusion and reference. First, what is FMS? A flexible manufacturing system is an automated machine cell consisting of a group of processing workstations interconnected with automated material handling and storage system. FMS is flexible because it is capable of producing variety of different part-time at a time at various workstations. The quantity of production can be adjusted in response to changing demand order. It is suitable for mid-variety and mid-volume production range. Why FMS? External changes such as change in product design and production system, then optimizing the manufacturing cycle time, reduce production cost, overcoming internal changes like breakdown etc. leads to FMS. The basic components of FMS. FMS have generally three components, that is workstation, automated material handling and storage system, computer system. One more thing, that is people or manpower. So first we will discuss about the workstation. The processing of assembly equipment used in FMS depend upon the types of work. The different types of workstation found in FMS are loading and unloading workstation, machining workstation, assembly workstation, other processing workstation and other workstation or equipment. Then the next one, first we will discuss, that is loading and unloading workstation. In loading workstation, the raw material are entered and at unloading workstation, the finished part are exit. Loading and unloading can be done either manually or by automated material handling system. These workstations should be designed to permit the safe movement of work part. The loading or unloading station should include a data entry unit and monitor for the communication between the operator and the control system. And the next one is machining workstation. The most common application of FMS are machining operation. The CNC machining centers are designed for machining, which also includes an automotive tool changing, tool storage, palletized work part etc. Assembly workstation. Some FMS are designed to perform the assembly operation. Industrial robots are used for assembly operation in FMS. They can be programmed to perform the tasks with variation in sequence and motion. Then other processing workstation. The FMS concept has been applied to other processing workstation in addition to the machining operation. Such applications are sheet metal fabrication operation, punching, shearing, certain bending operation, forming process, etc. And other workstation or equipment. Other than machining, some workstations are designed for inspection, cleaning of parts and fixture, central coolant delivery system, centralized chips removal system, etc. Then the next one is material handling and storage system. The second major component of FMS is material handling and storage system. Function of material handling system are random or independent movement of work part between the workstation. It means the parts must be capable of moving from one workstation to another workstation safely. Then handle a variety of work parts configuration. This means the modular fixtures should be handled by the material handling system. Then temporary storage. During machining operation, so each station has a provision of waiting of parts to increase the machine utilization. Convenient access for loading and unloading the work part. It must include a location for loading or unloading the part. Then compatible with computer control system. It must be capable of control by the computer system directly. Material handling equipment is divided into two types. First one is primary handling system and secondary handling system. The primary handling system is responsible for moving the work part between the station in the system and the secondary handling system. The function of secondary handling system is to transfer the work from primary system to the machine tool or other processing system. The purpose of secondary handling system is to orient the work part if necessary, provide the buffer storage to minimize the station utilization. Then the next one is computer control system. The FMS include a distributed computer system which is connected to workstation, material handling system and other hardware components. A typical FMS computer control system consists of a central computer and the microcomputer for controlling the individual machines and other components. The central computer coordinates the activities of other components to achieve smooth overall operation of the system. The function performed by FMS computer control system are workstation control, in that distribution of control instruction to the workstation, then production control, and traffic control, shuttle control, workpiece monitoring, tool control, then performance monitoring and reporting. This we will discuss one by one. So here we can see the material handling system, that is by AGV. You can see in this picture. Then next one, the computer control programmable logic controller. Here you can see that is PLC, programmable logic controller. Different operation performed by the computer control system. First one, workstation control. In a fully automated FMS, the individual processing of assembly stations are generally operated under some form of computer control. For a machining system, the CNC is used to control the individual machine tool. Then distribution of control instruction to the workstation. In some cases, it is required to coordinate the processing of individual workstation. In FMS, at workstation, the part programs are downloaded for the individual machine for which DNC is used. The DNC system store the program, allow the submission of few program and editing of existing program when required. The next one is production control. The input data required for production control include desired daily production rate, the number of raw material available and the number of applicable pallets. Then traffic control. It refers to the management of primary material handling system that moves the work part between the station. Then shuttle control. This control function is concerned with the operation and control of secondary handling system at each workstation. It must be coordinated with primary handling system and synchronized with the operation of machine tool. Then workpiece monitoring. It must monitor the status of each pallet in primary and secondary handling system as well as the status of various workpiece type. Tool control. Tool control is concerned with the control of tool location and tool life monitoring. It determines the track of cutting tool in each workstation. It also determines whether the same tool is required for alternating work tool when more than one tool is required for the system. Then performance monitoring and reporting. The computer control system is programmed to collect the data and the operation and performance of FMS. The data is periodically summarized and the reports are prepared for the management of system performance. Then Here we can see the Allied Signals Flexible Manufacturing System. Here you can see the different parts of the FMS, that is your workstation, automatic guided vehicle or AGV, then central chip and coolant system, load unload station, fixture build station, tool setter, storage station, then part review station, coordinate measuring machines, etc. And we can also see the control room.